Hey, Frank, I'm Ahearn, privacy expert and blackmail strategist. If you're watching this, you're possibly a victim of blackmail, and if you are, it's important to watch this video because I'm going to tell you about the things you're up against. The big problem in blackmail is you don't know if your predator is going to expose you or not. And so what happens is most victims operate under the guise that they're going to expose. Then they fall into the pattern of paying weekly and, just shelling out money when they can, putting up with the threats. And the reality is that doesn't work, okay? Because all victims reach the point where they either have no money or they just can't take it mentally and emotionally, and they have to put a stop to it. My idea about dealing with blackmail is you just hit that right on the head, man. You just can't pay the blackmailer, because if you do, they just hit you up for more money and more threats come your way. So the key to, controlling a blackmail to a degree is stalling the payment. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but if I stall the payment or I lie to them, they're going to expose you. Not necessarily true. Again, in most cases they won't, because blackmail is about getting paid. It's not about hurting you or destroying you. It's a transactional crime, I guess you could say. But the only leverage you have in blackmail is the idea of paying them. They want money, so you put them in a position where they have to wait. They got to wait. And you just push them back 2 or 3 days, and that 2 or 3 days gives you the opportunity to find blackmail help for your particular situation. Now there's different types of blackmail. There's online, that happens on a digital platform like Facebook, Instagram, a dating app, Grindr, Ashley Madison. And then there's in-person, that happens through sugar daddy situations, escort blackmail, where a connection is made, to an affair where it goes sour and the person starts blackmailing you. Those two things have to be dealt with differently, because the in-person blackmail has access to your life. They know where you live, they know where you work, they may know your spouse, whatever it may be. And if it's an emotional situation, meaning you had an affair with someone or you paid them financially for a period of time, and then you knock them off that money pedestal, they might come after you, and just seeking revenge, and they want to go nuclear on your life. So that has to be dealt with differently. And so my point in saying these things is, blackmail victims tend to search online and search for this, search for this. They go to message boards, they go to company websites, they go to lawyers, they go to law enforcement, and there's all different information about blackmail help. The message board may say, just ignore, they're going to go away. Law enforcement say, ignore, they'll go away. It's just not happening, man. They put the time in, they want to get paid. So ignoring is really, really not smart. Nor is hoping, wishing, or praying, because none of those things stop blackmail. So what you need to think about is, what's the right blackmail help for you? How do you get out of the situation for you? Not for what you read on some message board or, what some lawyer's telling you. You really think about you. You need to, if you're married, you need to protect your spouse. If you have kids and that blackmailer has your Facebook page and access to your kids, that's a risk. So you have to think about, okay, so I want to get out of blackmail. I want to prevent the exposure, but I also need to protect those I love. I need to protect my job too. So blackmail is not just about getting rid of them. It's about protecting your identity, safeguarding the people you love, safeguarding your employment, preventing the exposure, and then getting rid of them. But not just getting rid of them, but ensuring that they do not return. So here's my story. If you want to learn about blackmail and what blackmail help is, check out my website. I got like 500 pages on my blog about every possible blackmail and sextortion scam. I got like 300 videos that just go on about different types of blackmail. But the key to stopping all blackmail comes down to stalling the payments. Now that might be hard to believe, but that is the case. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and it is successful. Either way, you have to stand up and you have to be strong. So, get rid of the idea of being afraid, get rid of the idea of them exposing you, and focus on the solution. If you need help, visit my website and I can take over. I pose as you and I deal with the threat directly. And if you're not in a position to hire someone such as myself, there's plenty of information on my website that will assist you. So, Until then, be safe.